This is the wrong answer to expression. By the end of this video, we can understand why this is the wrong answer and also learn the proper ways of rounding numbers and how to round any sort of number we might come across. Okay, welcome to another video, and in today's video we're going to learn about rounding numbers. What does it mean to round numbers? So basically, rounding is a simpler way of expressing a certain kind of number while keeping it close to the original number. Okay? Now we can round numbers to the nearest tens. We could also round to the nearest hundreds, and on and on and on. So, first thing we need to understand while rounding is when to round up and when to round down. Let's take a look at the scale of numbers. The numbers ranging from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to divide this scale into two parts. Okay. And on the left side of the scale, numbers on this side are to be rounded down. So numbers on the other side are to be rounded up. So when we come across these numbers on the left, we round down, and when we come across the numbers on the right, it gives us an intuition on when to round up. So what does it mean to round down or round up? When we round down, essentially we add 0 to the place we're rounding to. And when we round up, we add 1 to the place we're rounding to. How does this work? Let's take a look at some examples. Now, on the number 5,346, we know that this number is on the thousands part. It's on the hundreds part. This is the tens digit and this is the ones digit. First thing to do, identify the place values. Now, we want to round to the nearest tens. Now, we could route this number to the nearest tens easily. First off, you need to identify the number to the right of the tens place. This is our target, the tens part, okay? And the number to the right of our target is 6. On the scale, it says round up. So we need to add 1 essentially to our tens part. So this becomes 0 when we rewrite that, just to ensure that we keep the original keep close to the original number, and when we add 1 to 4 to make it 5 0, so it becomes 5,350 rounded to the nearest tens. We could also round that same number to the nearest hundreds. So for this case though, we're going to take a look at the number to the right of our tens part, of our hundreds part. So we're rounding to the nearest hundreds, and the number to the right of that is the digit 4. Okay, I'm going to rewrite that first. 5, 3, 4, 6. We want to round to the nearest hundred. So the number on the hundreds part, we need to identify that. That's 3. The number right of it is 4. So this number is on the other part of the scale, which says round down. So we need to round down and add 0 to the digit 3. So this becomes 5400. So this is 5,400 to nearest tens, to nearest hundreds, beg your pardon. Okay. Now let's take a look at the number at the beginning of our expression. Now this number is 25,445. So the number 25,445 rounded to the nearest hundreds. The first thing we need to do is identify the number on the hundreds part, and in this case it's the digit 4. So this is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. The number to the right of that is the digit 4 again. Now, since this number is on the other side of the scale, this says round down, we will definitely round down and add 0 to 4 to make it to 5. Stays as 4, then we keep the 0. This is the right way for it. 25,400. Now you might wonder why we didn't start the rounding from the very beginning. Now the rule for rounding is just to consider the number to the right of our place. So the only number to the right of 4 to be considered while rounding is the digit 4 itself. So we cannot round from the very beginning. Instead, carrying over once, it's gonna distort the rounding, and this would be wrong. But we only need to consider just the number by the right of it. So that's it about rounding, and you could try out some of these questions and try to comment your answers in chat. So I'm going to write 4507 rounded to the nearest hundreds. So I want you to round both these numbers in nearest hundreds. Let's try 45727. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.